It is 2023 and we're still struggling to do your brows, huh? Don't worry, my love, because you just clicked the most detailed and complicated video on YouTube. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve beautiful, natural eyebrows in just few simple steps. So stay tuned. Hello my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time, welcome. My name is ntuli. Don't be a stranger. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. So without wasting more time, let's get into today's video. So this is how my brows are looking before I groom them. So for the grooming and preparing part, these are the few things that you're gonna need: this brush, the razor, and you're gonna need this lash glue. You can also use the soap, but I personally prefer the glue. The glue is a goal for me. The powder puff, you don't need it yet, but the clip is just here. You guys, my brows does not need a lot of grooming. I naturally have beautiful brows, but as you can see, I do try and take my time and groom my brows. I would normally remove the hairs on my brow bone and just everywhere where I feel like I have extra hairs. So if you have bushy brows, my love, I absolutely recommend that you take your time and groom your brows, guys. This is the first important step that you need to do. This will definitely define or determine the outcome of your final results. Groom your brows and make sure that you get rid of all those hairs. Also, grooming your brows will help you to determine the perfect shape for your face. Personally, I am always going for something that is going to lift my face up. This step is optional, but I personally like to clean my brows after grooming them, just to make sure that I start working on a clean canvas. So now we're gonna move to the second step, of which is preparing our eyebrows. This step is also very important. I like to apply my lash glue. You can also use the soap, but I just love the lash glue. You apply your lash glue and you brush them, and then you press them to make sure that they don't move. Trust me, using a lash glue, they will stay in this shape for the whole day. If you're gonna use the lash glue, I recommend that you move really fast because it dries really fast. After that, you're just gonna outline the shape that you're going for. This is more like a blueprint. It's like a blueprint of the shape that you're gonna do. It gives you like a clear vision, and it just makes the process very easy. And you're just gonna like outline the shape that you're going for. Like, it's a blueprint, you guys. As you can see, this is what I like to do, like to outline them. As you can see, like, they are already in shape. So that is why grooming is very important, and the step is very important. Guys, you can see for yourself. Like, I mean, don't play with me. So moving to the third steps, these are the products that you're gonna need. 2 concealers in this brown shade. In my eyeshadow palette, I like to use eyeshadow for my eyebrows. You can also like buy brow powder, but I love using powder because it gives my eyebrows that beautiful matte look. I don't need to add more powder on my brows. It gives that beautiful matte look. And also I feel like powder is just easy to control. It's just very easy to control. As you can see, I'm not applying too much. I'm just filling the gaps and, you know, adding where I need to add. I'm just not overdoing it, you guys. Just use a very light hand, because remember, we want our brows to look very natural. Also use the upward motion to apply your product so that the products will match the direction of your hairs so that everything will look seamless. So now we are moving to the fourth step, of which is concealing. This step is very simple. If you followed everything that I told you, it is just going to be simple and straightforward. I like to use the first concealer, of which is exactly as my skin tone. I feel like starting with this concealer gives everything a more natural look because the concealer is exactly as my skin tone. And then for the second part, I like to mix the first concealer and the lighter concealer to come up with this shade. You don't need the mixing, just find the perfect concealer to highlight. So as you can see, this step is very simple and straightforward. I'm just following the blueprint that we've already done. I'm just following like the shape that we created, or like my natural brow shape. That is what I'm following there. Grooming helps with the cleanness because as you can see, we have no hairs there, so it becomes easy. The concealer sits nicely and it is easy to blend it because we don't have hairs. But if in that area, the area that I'm applying concealer right now, you have hairs, honey, it's not gonna look nice, it's gonna look bad. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just following the eyebrow shape that we created. Less is more. Do not use a lot of concealer because it's going to be hard for you to control it. I'm using a very light hand, like I'm very gentle. And after that, blend that concealer. I like to take my blending brush and also blend the inner part of my brows. I feel like it gives a really beautiful fading look. I'm just aiding the tail here because Kisana, this brow was very short for me. You can leave your brows like this, but I personally love clean brows, so I make sure that I highlight my eyebrows on top too. So the concealer that I am using to apply on top, I'm using the first concealer that I used, the concealer that is exactly as my skin tone, just to make sure that the brows look natural. You know, make sure that you find the perfect concealer shade, honey, because you don't want the concealer to be like too light or too dark. You just want that perfect concealing shade. And some people love their brows highlighted on top. Some people, they leave their brows unhighlighted on top. Just do what feels right to you, honey. In this brow, I was really trying so hard to make sure that it looks like the other brow, but Kisana, we need to remember that brows are not twins. Brows are simple cousins. You can try and make them sisters, but they are not twins. But I really tried to make sure that it looked like the other one, and if you ask me, I did a very pretty good job because this brow that I'm doing right now is actually shorter than the other one. So what I was trying to do here is to extend it. As you can see, I was trying to extend it. And then when you're done, you're gonna add the lighter concealer on your brow bone. This will give your brows like a lifted look. And then make sure that you blend the concealer. I didn't emphasize this, but blend the concealer. Make sure you blend the concealer. I use the brown eyebrow pencil. Make sure, honey, it is sharp. It's sharp to the T because you're adding those details, you're adding those hairs. You just want everything to look natural and seamless. Speaking of natural and seamless, make sure that you pick up that brush again. You blend your natural hairs with the products. Last but not least, take that powder puff with some access powder and you just press it on your brows, especially on the inner part of your brows, to make sure that you create the fading look. that is it, you guys. As you can see, the brows are giving beautiful, they're natural. Amazing thing about this technique, you can actually see the hairs, it's just beautiful. They're not too dark, they're just natural, and they're matte, they're beautiful, they're perfect. And I hope this video helps someone. I really hope it helps someone and it motivates someone. I'm gonna see you on my next video. I love you. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, share it with your friends and family. I love you. Bye.